we are going to discuss a problem known as machine interlocking problem. Let us suppose there is one house and that house is having two motors are there, and those two motors used to consume huge power and electricity when they used to run. So we have made one plan that we shall make only one motor on at a time, so that if one motor is in the running condition, so if I want to switch on the other motor, the motor will not run. So if I switch on the motor 1 when the motor 2 was off, then motor 1 will be running. At that time, if I want to switch on motor 2, it will not run. And similar case will happen when the motor 2 will be running, then the motor 1 cannot be made on. So in that means that two motors are connected in a machine interlocking mode. So how to implement this one? So let us go for this respective electrical wiring. So here this is one interposing relay, that is interposing relay R1, with which machine 1 or the motor 1 is connected with the required power supply and all. This is interposing relay number 2, with which when the circuit will be made, then this machine 2 or the motor 2 will be functioning from the taking the power from the respective source. Okay, now what is happening? There is a start push button, there is a NO start push button, one for the motor 1 or machine 1, and here this is the stop push button for the motor 1 or machine 1. And this is here we are taking this interposing relays NC. So interposing relay R2's the respective NC contact. So when it is on, the circuit cannot be made. So the circuit cannot be made, so this interposing relay cannot get the power supply which will make this, which will turn this machine 1 on. So similarly, this interposing relay number 1 R1, its respective NC contact has been put here, so that when it will be on, it cannot be making the circuit in the make condition. So this motor or machine number 2 cannot be made on. So this is the respective electrical wiring diagram. So push buttons are for this machine, these two push buttons are for these machines. So they are the start push buttons and they are the stop push buttons. So now let us go for the PLC wiring diagram. This wiring diagram I am just giving you as a proposal. Depending upon the PLC, depending upon the accessories, whatever going to be connected with the respective PLC, this respective PLC wiring diagram, the connections may get changed. So this is my input. So here we are having the two start push buttons input and two stop push buttons input. And here we are having two outputs are there, which will make two interposing relays on for the respective motors. And here these inputs and outputs have got labeled accordingly. Let us go for the PLC wiring diagram of this respective machine interlocking circuit. The thing is that this is our PLC wiring diagram. You know that this wiring diagram, whatever we have given on the slide, is one sample wiring diagram, but depending upon the PLC model and depending upon the other accessories, this PLC wiring diagram might have some changes. So now here this is the input contacts and these are the output contacts. So here we are having the respective start push buttons for machine 1 and machine 2. We are having stop push buttons for machine 1 and machine 2 respectively, as we have written. Now here, from here we have taken this motor 1, the respective interposing relay is connected, and from here the interposing relay 2 is connected for machine 2 or motor 2. So in this way these motors will get the respective supply from here to make it on. So this is one proposed PLC wiring diagram. So now let us go for the ladder diagram. Now see, this is our Q1 for machine 1, this is our Q2 for machine 2. So this is our start push button and this is the stop push button. So if the start push button has been pressed, if the stop push button for machine 1 is not pressed, and if the machine 2 is not on, then this machine 1 will be on. As it is a push button, so it will be released. So as a result of that, it must be requiring some latch here, so that when it will be off, from there it will get the power. So that is the NO contact of this machine 1. Similarly, when the push button, start push button 2 will be pressed, and when the stop push button 2 is not pressed, and when the machine 1 is not on, then the machine 2 will be on and its latch, NO latch has been provided here. In this way, this machine interlocking can get implemented. For the better understanding, let us go for the practical demonstration where we shall solve and we shall implement this machine interlocking in one ladder diagram. So let us go for the practical demonstration right now. Solving the problem of machine interlocking with the help of ladder diagram. So before going for the ladder diagram construction, let us do some naming of our inputs and outputs. So the ladder diagram has been constructed accordingly. So now let me test my ladder diagram through simulation. So you see, when I'm making this machine 1 on, that is a Q1 on, if I'm to on this machine 2, it is not working. But if I make this one off, then it will be working as well. So let me go for this changing of this block properties to momentary push button make. Then you shall go for the simulation again. So when machine 1 is on, machine 2 cannot be on. Machine 2 off is leaving no effect. But machine 1 can be off only pressing this I2. When machine 2 will be on, then these switches are not having any effect. So machine 2 can be off. If I press this push button, that is our momentary push button, that is I4. So in this way, we have done the proper testing of this machine interlocking problem through this ladder diagram. So we can also get the respective functional block diagram just clicking here. Convert to FBD. Whenever we are having series connections, then this ending are coming, and whenever we are having this parallel connections, then this OR gates are coming accordingly. So this is the respective FBD functional block diagram of the machine interlocking problem, and this is the respective ladder diagram. In this way, these sort of problems can be solved very easily. I think you are getting this logic. Thanks for watching this video.